Skinny Heart Away 7T back with another EP. And y'all do your boy a favor as you roll on in. Y'all smash that like button for your boy. What's good, BC? TWT in the building. Appreciate you sliding through this, young Brian. Glad you can make it, pimp. Glad you can make it. Whether y'all here for a good time or a long time, if y'all could, do your boy a favor and smash that like button. Okay, so today I'm here with a follow-up story. I feel like I had to do this story, you know what I mean? Because, this story right here has been all over the place. You know what I mean? And I started to do a short video on this. What's good, Charles? Appreciate you sliding through, Charles. Glad you could make it. And I started to do a short video on this, but I was like, you know what, man? I'm going to need a little more, right? I'm going to need a little more than 8 or 12 minutes, to catch y'all up with this particular story that I've been following, right? What's good, Jay Gibson? Appreciate you sliding through this, young Jay. Glad you can make it. What's good? Just do, my brother do. Appreciate you sliding through this, young. Glad you can make it. I said I'm needed a little more than 8 minutes, you know what I mean, to spit this one. So Josh Taylor, right? Josh Taylor last fight was with Jack Caterall, right? And Josh Taylor last fight with Jack Caterall, we saw Josh Taylor, you know what I mean, again, walk away with another, you know what I mean, controversial decision to say the least. I think this fight with Jack Caterall was straight up, you know what I mean, a robbery. But nonetheless, we saw Josh Taylor walk away with a controversial victory, right, over Jack Caterall. When we saw this fight, and as soon as the judge's decision came out in this fight, right, everyone said the same thing. Everyone said robbery. Everybody said that man deserves a rematch. Josh Taylor should run him back with him and give him a rematch. Josh Taylor, insisted that the reason that he didn't want to fight Jack Caterall again, right? Because he said that he wouldn't fight Jack Caterall again. He said because he's not going to be sticking around, you know what I mean, at the 140-pound division, and that he'll be moving up to the 147-pound division, right? After that fight. So we said, well, okay, well, if you're moving up then, Josh, then we understand, you not fighting Jack Caterall again. But since then, Josh Taylor has done, absolutely nothing. Josh Taylor hasn't had a fight, you know what I mean, since then. He has a fight at 140. No, he had a fight at 147. And all the while, in Josh Taylor not having a fight, Josh Taylor has decided to not move up to the 147-pound division like he said that he would, to begin with, when everybody was wanting him to fight Jack Caterall. You know what I mean? Y'all kind of see where I'm going now. So in the beginning, when we all wanted you to fight Jack Caterall, right? You said, nah, Jack not big enough. He was like chin and tooth and chin about it, like tooth and cheek about it. Like, nah, Jack Caterall not big enough. I don't get nothing from that fight. I'm moving up to 147 where I can get bigger and better fights. I got more fish to fry. I can't make the weight at 140 anymore. You know what I mean? It's hard for me to make the weight. So he didn't want to fight Jack Caterall. Since then, Josh Taylor has let go of the WBA belt at the 140-pound division. Also, he's let go of the WBC belt at the 140-pound division, right? So initially, you think, okay, well, he about to lead a division anyway, so it doesn't matter if he drop a couple belts, you know what I mean? But Jack Caterall recently came out and said that he's staying at the 140-pound division, right? So he's staying at the 140-pound division now instead of, him being undisputed champion at 140. He's just unified champion at 140 because, he dropped or got stripped of the other two belts at 140. However, you want to see it, whether you feel like he got stripped, whether you feel like he dropped them, whatever the case may be, he's not the champion anymore. So he decided now all of a sudden, right, that he want to rematch Jack Caterall after he has dropped the belts. So Bob Arum, right, has now obliged Josh Taylor in his rematch with Jack Caterall. And now Josh Taylor is looking to fight Jack Caterall in November, Bob Arum said. So we could be on the lookout for this fight in November. And then if it seemed like that it took me a long time to get to where, the point where, to say that that fight is going to happen in November, it's because it did take me a long time to get to that point because, this makes this fight at this point, right, makes absolutely zero sense to me. Now, especially if you're Josh Taylor, you know what I mean? Now, Josh, why didn't you go right into the rematch with Jack Caterall for undisputed when a lot of people felt like outright rightfully that he won that fight anyway, so he should be the undisputed champ anyway. If you were going to go into a rematch with him, why did you wait until you got stripped of your titles? Now what it's starting to feel like to me is what Josh Taylor did was he either never intended on fighting Jack Caterall again anyway. At first he never intended on fighting him to begin with, or uh there was a change in the plans for Josh Taylor. Like the plans were at first, right? Well, I don't want to fight him because I'm going up to 147. You know what I mean? So he said that he didn't want to fight him. But the reason he said he didn't want to fight him was because he was going up to 147. Was good, Crush, but he decided not to go up. You know what I mean? To 147. My bad, y'all. But yeah, then he decided not to go up to 147. So the reason you didn't want to fight Jack wasn't because you couldn't make 140 no more, which is what you said. You said you couldn't make 140 no more. That's why you didn't want to fight Jack. You wanted to let go of the belts and move up. But clearly that was a lie because you still at 147, and because you still at 140, and now you fighting Jack Caterall again. So what was the change? I want to ask y'all. Bob Arum said that this fight is likely to happen in November. That's what this news about. But now I want to ask y'all, what do y'all think the change was? What do y'all think the change was from then to now, to where now Josh Taylor wants to fight, Jack Caterall, when at first, you know what I mean, he was saying that he couldn't make the weight and, he wasn't interested in fighting Jack Caterall. I'm going to tell y'all what I think it is. I know people gonna call me, the conspiracy guy and all that good shit, but I'm gonna tell you what I think it is. I think that now, we got a Daniel Killihan situation. I think now that we got a Daniel Killihan situation, and Josh Taylor won't be able to leave his home country of the UK, and all the plans that Josh Taylor had. And this is just me, this is my personal opinion because it clearly don't make sense for him to say I don't want to fight this guy, right? And then all of a sudden turn around and he end up and he's fighting this guy, right? So what was all of a sudden like the change of plan? At first, Josh Taylor was planning to stay over here and take over America, move up to 147, fight Bud, fight Earl, you know what I mean, all that good stuff. But now all of a sudden, he had a chance. Oh, I'm going to stay at 140. I'm gonna stay at the division where I let go of my other two belts. I'm gonna stay in my division, just fight down here. You know what I mean? The change came when Josh Taylor realized that the fights that he could take were limited. You know what I mean? He didn't initially fight Jack Caterall again after the fight because he didn't feel like that he could win the fight. You know what I mean? But then he started to think, well, shit, if I couldn't beat Jack Caterall, right? If I can't beat Jack Caterall at 140, I damn sure can't beat Erlen Bud at 147. So he said, nah, it's not time for me to go up to 147. You know what I mean? And then he thought again, so shit, if I go up to 147, I'm tied up in this Daniel Killihan shit. What's the chances that I'm gonna get one of those guys to come over here to the UK and fight me? You know what I mean? He just, so my best bet, right, is for me to fight that Jack Caterall fight because it answers the people's question, right? I get to prove that, I'm the real champion, that I beat him, which is bullshit because the right thing would have been for you to, rematch that man right after he beat you the first time for undisputed. Now, even if he beat you this time, he gonna be unified champ, but he's not going to be undisputed. You know what I mean? So you kind of play with that man's, legacy a little bit. But let's say, that you fight him now. So now you get to answer the question that you, okay, well, Josh Taylor wasn't afraid of Jack Caterall because he rematched him, you know what I mean? Or Are you rematching him at this point, right? Are you rematching him at this point because you know that that's probably your only fucking option? You know what I mean? So then see what you mean is Josh Taylor only option. He could go up, he could do this, he could do that. Now, because y'all fail to realize that that MTK Global thing is a real thing, y'all fail to realize that it's people that's shit really about to hit the fan when it come to that. And Josh Taylor's name is all over that list. You know what I mean? What's good, a condo? Appreciate you sliding through. Glad you could make it. Glad you could make it. But yeah, people not realizing that this is more serious. Y'all do your boy a favor. Y'all smash that like button. Whether you here for a good time or a long time. If y'all could smash that like button when you roll on in. Greatly appreciate it. J Man Gray, what's good, pimp? Appreciate you sliding through this, John J Man. Glad you can make it. Glad you can make it. Y'all do your boy a favor. Y'all jab that like button for your boy when you roll on in. But yeah, people not understanding the seriousness of this Daniel Killahan situation and how tied up that Josh Taylor is. Did Josh Taylor have a change of heart all of a sudden and say, yeah, I want to prove to the people that I really beat Jack Caterall? No, because he didn't give a fuck about none of that when we was asking for it. What's happening right now is that Josh Taylor realizes that this is one of the few fights that he's the A side in. So Jack Caterall is going to have to come over there to where he at. Josh Taylor don't have to leave. You're about to start seeing a lot of these UK guys, and notice this trend now. You're about to start, and I never, never throw a fight under the bus. Unless I don't miss you do fast stuff like Josh Taylor. Pay attention now. A lot of these UK guys are going to start to be making fights with each other over on this side of the pond because a lot of them have been dealing with, or Callahan directly or indirectly, whether it's the company that he's funding or whatnot, or it's him directly. He has his hands in a lot of, of the boxing shit that goes on over there. He has for many years. You know what I mean? So a lot of them, Savannah Marshall, Josh Taylor, Tyson Fears, Tommy Fear, are tied up deeply and heavy in what's going on over there. You know what I mean? So did Josh Taylor have a change of heart and want to prove that he's a warrior or whatnot? Or do he know that his fights are limited right now and he probably would have to be fighting over there? So he got to go and make the biggest fights that he could make. And this is probably the biggest fight that he could make right now that he could win. Hold on. My bad, child. My bad. My bad. But yeah. So it's not that all of a sudden, you know what I mean, Josh Taylor want to prove to the world that he's the real undisputed champion at the 140-pound division because he's not even the undisputed champion at 140 no more. You know what I mean? And the reason I keep bringing attention is what's good, Walk the Truth. And my brother Drew Titan be on this too. My brother Drew Titan. My brother Drew Titan be on top of this too. You know what I mean? Easy the fact. What's good, Nazay, my UK brother Nazay? Walk the Truth. My UK brother Nazay. See, my UK brother Nazay said Josh wanted all the smoke with Jack. You know what I mean? Is it that Josh want all the smoke with Jack now? You know what I mean? Or does Josh really now just understand that his fights is getting limited? Like a lot of these guys that used to be with MTK, and everybody know that Josh used to be with MTK, right? You're about to see a lot of those guys start to fight each other. A lot of these UK guys are about to start having a lot of these UK fights. Now, whether they was into some deeper shit or whatnot, we know for a fact Josh Taylor was affiliated with MTK. Like that's not, a secret. We all know that, right? And MTK came out to be a Daniel Killahan company. And anybody who's tied to Daniel Killahan, right, is not allowed to, travel overseas or leave the country, right? So Josh Taylor falls under that premises. So on top of Josh Taylor, not looking great in his last fight at 140 against Jack Caterall, to me, because he said I can't make the weight at 147. It'd be different if he had to say at 140. What's good, Walt? It'd be different if he had to say, well, I'm leaving 140 because I want to chase greatness at 147, right? It'd be different if he said that. But what he said was, I'm leaving the division because it's hard for me to make the weight. You know what I mean? That's what he said. But now all of a sudden, right, you and Bob Arum, are setting up to make you versus Jack Caterall in the UK. And again, I'm gonna keep saying this. I don't believe that he's making this fight because he really want to prove to the fans and prove to us that he's better than Jack Caterall, or even to give Jack Caterall. He said, T, good to hear from you, buddy. Salute. Y'all smashed that like button. Oh, yeah, for sure, brother. I had to, come do my thug deals. And them bills don't pay themselves, I'm coming to you. That's one thing for sure. Them bills don't pay themselves, I'm coming to you. Shout out my guy. But yeah, it isn't because, he not fighting. He not fighting Jack Caterall now to prove to us that he the real champ. He the real undisputed because he let go of the belts. You know what I mean? He not fighting Jack Caterall to prove to us that he's the better man or no shit like that. Because at first, you know what I mean? You said you can't make the weight. That's why you said you was leaving. But now all of a sudden, so what happened now? You can make the weight now? You can make the weight now? So you letting go 2 belts that entice you on to fight Jack Caterall more? You mean now that less people are asking for their fight, now is the time to give us the Jack Caterall fight? What? Why the change of heart all of a sudden? You know what I mean? And people could think what they want to believe. You know what I mean? But I'm gonna tell you what I believe, and I believe he's taking this fight because his chances are limited. I believe he's taking this fight because of his former affiliation with Daniel Callahan, and he got to get in where he fit in right now. This is a fight that he could be the A side on. So, and I believe that it'd be easier for him to get Jack Caterall to come over there to his country than anybody else. You know what I mean? He said Taylor could have fought Jack for undisputed truth, but he's going to fight Jack then move up. I believe that. I really believe that if this stuff where these investigations and these 600 to 1,100 people that came out, you know what I mean, with this MTK and Daniel Callahan thing, I believe that if all that stuff had never came out, Josh Taylor will be moving up to 147 right now, Zach. I believe that Josh Taylor realized that, and the fruit of them other people. It's a reason Tommy Fury can't get over here. Savannah Marshall and Tyson Fury and Joseph Parker and shit like that. That's a real thing. You know what I mean? It's a real thing that those guys can't, get over here right now. We're about to start seeing a lot more of these guys, you know what I mean, that used to deal with Daniel Callahan and MTK. We're about to start seeing a lot more of these guys have home fights, in-house fights. Clarissa Shields had to go over there for Savannah Marshall. And y'all think that's just because, she wanted to. Clarissa Shields didn't mind going over there, but Clarissa Shields went over there because she had to. You know what I mean? Savannah Marshall can't come over here either. It's quiet as kept. What people don't know. You know what I mean? She can't make her way over here either. It's quiet as kept. You know what I mean? It's the reason Clarissa Shields had to go over there. So that shit is realer than you think, man. That shit is realer than y'all think. For real. Have y'all ever seen? And I was talking earlier. I was talking earlier about Earl and Bud. What's good, Anwar? Appreciate you sliding through this joint, Anwar. Glad you could make it. Y'all do your boy a favor. Y'all smash that like button for your boy when you roll on in. Yeah, I was talking earlier about Bud Crawford and why if it's really the money, why won't he just take a page out of Caleb Plant book and all that, alluding to how that that they not telling us what's really going on with Earl and Bud because it's a worldwide hush going on right now with this Daniel Callahan business and all his shit. You know what I mean? it's a worldwide investigation going on of Daniel Callahan. You know what I mean? And the stuff they got to deal with him is a sensitive matter right now. You know what I mean? The one wrong thing could have you affiliated with that guy. You know what I mean? One wrong verbiage, one wrong word, you know what I mean, could have you affiliated with that guy and could change your career forever. You know what I mean? They freeze, they freezing his accounts, and they freezing every account. You know they got a deal. They freezing his accounts, and they freezing every account linked to his. Every person that he ever did business with, they freezing their accounts as well. It's a money laundering scheme. It's a money and drug laundering scheme going on, and boxing has been used. You know, which boxing has been used for the duration of time. You know what I mean? Boxing has been used, you know, to launder and swindle, you know, drugs and guns in and out of countries. You know what I mean? In and out of countries. But that's a real thing, and people not people not really giving it the seriousness. You know what I mean? That it deserves. I got a question for y'all. What's good, Walt? I got a question for y'all, right? Is it facts the investigation has affected UFC too? Fact. A lot of people don't know that. A lot of fighters are all of a sudden only fighting in the UK, even though Vegas is fake capital. I'm telling you, on commentary. On commentary, I'm telling you, the people that's linked, that's what I'm saying. A lot of those fighters, I'm putting a commentary comment up there because your eyes to the streets too, bro. My bad, DP Rocker. My bad, DP. My bad, DP. I just sent you back there, DP. My bad, DP. But yeah, on commentary, your shit, look, you got your head on the swivel too, bro. That's what I'm saying, bro. You go see a lot more of these UK guys only fighting in the UK. You know what I mean? And this come full circle. You know, I was just talking about Bud, but I'm coming full circle. Like Josh Taylor didn't all of a sudden just want to fight Jack Caterall to prove that he the best in the world, to prove that Jack Caterall ain't really beat him and all that. That ain't the reason why he all of a sudden just fighting Jack Caterall. He fighting Jack Caterall right now all of a sudden because it's convenient, because it makes sense, because he's the A side in this her situation. He's the A side in this here situation, so he know he can get this fight to happen in UK over there where he at, which is where the fight is going to have to take place because a lot of fighters, like my guy on commentary just pointed out, you know what I mean. And I be being real broad with it, but you know I'm broad with it because I want y'all to figure out. If y'all been around Southern T, y'all been paying attention. Y'all know Southern T been saying, and a lot of y'all favorite fighters go get caught up in this. A lot of y'all favorite fighters. I was talking about motherfucking Josh Taylor and Bud Crawford. Now I'm not saying Bud is, you know, outright, you know what I mean, affiliated with it, but you know what I mean. He was working with the GSE Global, which is a little sister company of MTK Global. So whether he was directly or indirectly working with Callahan, they got to undiscover exactly what all happened, what all transitions went down between them. You know what I mean? I don't know, and this is just me. You know, this is just me saying something. They, you know, Bud wasn't always going, you know, to Dubai shit, you know, before then. You know what I mean? So they just trying to see if everything is on the up and up. You know what I mean? But Bob Arum, you know, he declared that the rematch is in the works and is being targeted for late November in the UK. A lot of these UK guys, you know, again, Josh Taylor ain't just fighting Jack Caterall, you know, because he trying to prove he the best in the world. He fighting Jack Caterall because he's the A side. It's a fight he know he could get in the UK, and these guys got to cash in, and these guys got to cash in. You know what I mean? As soon as possible because it's probably finna be a goddamn shutdown or a hold, you know, on a lot of shit when they undiscover everything that Daniel Callahan has had his hands in. And I tell you this, we better hope, that our favorite fighters ain't been, you know, into no foul play or too deep into whatever's going on. He said, if I'm too abstract, you don't get it. If I'm too simple, they wonder. Well, that's it. The point. Look at shit for what it is. Yeah, yeah. Facts, bro. Facts, bro. The thing is, it would have made more sense, right, to go into an instant rematch with Jack Caterall right after. That's when the people wanted you to fight him. That's when the people wanted to fight. That's when the people, was calling for it. So if he was really doing it, for the people or to prove he the best or whatnot, he would have went right into a rematch with Jack Caterall, no questions asked. But instead, which further let me know that this move has more so to do with what I'm talking about than anything got to do with boxing, right? What further lets me know that this isn't a fight that you necessarily wanted, but it's a fight that you had to take, right? Because you said the reason you was moving up is because you couldn't make the weight anymore. But yet you were about to fight him again at the same weight. Again, listen to me when I say, man, pay attention to more of the UK fighters, making fights in UK, having a fight in the UK, staying in the UK. It's the reason Clarissa Shields had to go over there to get Savannah Marshall. You know what I mean? And it's a reason that nobody is going to tell you. It's a reason that nobody is going to really speak on too much. It's a reason that nobody is really going to speak on too much exactly what's going on. Y'all ever y'all ever wonder why y'all ever wonder why ESPN never spoke on Tyson Fury not being able to come back to America? Y'all ever spoke on why ESPN? Y'all ever thought about why ESPN never spoke on one of their biggest assets not being able to come back to America? Now, one time, as ESPN said, as hard as they was pushing Tyson Fury, you know what I mean, in the beginning, y'all do your boy a favor, y'all smash that like button for your boy. Whether you gonna be here for a good time or a long time, can you do your boy a favor? Can y'all smash that like button? I don't know if it's your first time, but if you could, not make it your last time. If y'all could smash that like button for your boy Josh Taylor and Jack Caterall is set being agreed for late November per Bob Arum. We in here shooting the shit. Actually, it's likely to take place November the 26th. Let me read the article to you. I'm about to read the article off to y'all word for word, verbatim. You know what I mean? I knew I was gonna need a little more than 8 minutes for this one, but we finna go and get down to the nitty. A condo said they are part of it on the list. I asked the question. I said, why y'all think ESPN hadn't said anything about Tyson Fury being banned from America? My guy Kondo said they are a part of it on the list. Oh shit. That means that yo T.I. Hicks on the ground. Glad to hear you though, pimp. Yeah, that's me. Yeah, I'm all good, man. I'm all good. I'm all good. Got these good drugs in me. You know what I mean? I gotta pay these bills. I gotta pay these bills. That's me. These bills don't pay themselves, man. These bills I never paid themselves. That's me. Appreciate y'all folks sliding through this joint. Y'all do your boy a favor. Y'all smash that like button for your boy when you roll on in. Whether you're here for a good time or a long time, y'all smash that like button for your boy. 16 people in the building. I got 15 likes. I need 5 of y'all to smash that like button for your boy. Ratchet since 91 was good, Ratchet. I've been Ratchet since 91 too. Kept a Ratchet since 2002. What's good, man, bro? Appreciate you sliding through. But I'm finna read this article out to y'all. This Josh Taylor, Jack Caterall fight being set up for November 26th to be exact at the OVO Hydro in Glasgow. The OVO Hydro in Glasgow. Yes, y'all heard that right. OVO Drake. But let's get to it. He's an already fan. I be busy this shit, bro. But I be listening for sure. Shout my nigga, that's me. Shout my nigga, that's me. Y'all do your boy a favor. Y'all smash that like button. Well, let's get into it. Josh Taylor is going to get the rematch he has demanded with Jack Caterall. Now, look, I want y'all to hear the first thing wrong with this. Y'all hear this? Listen to this. Shout out my guy D man. What's good, D man? Appreciate you sliding through this, John D man. Y'all listen to this shit. Listen to this shit. Listen to how they worded this. Josh Taylor is going to get the rematch he has demanded with Jack Caterall. Y'all see how they worded that shit as if Josh Taylor wanted this rematch from the jump, like Jack Caterall ain't beat his motherfucking dough down. You know what I mean? Like Jack Caterall ain't beat his motherfucking dough down. You know what I mean? To get this fight. What's good, Crush? But I'm gonna keep going. He said the Scottish Southpaw won a debatable split decision against the England's Caterall and retained his 140-pound championship February 26th at the OVO in Glasgow. You know what I mean? Taylor was dissatisfied with the nature of the 12-round victory and the accompanying criticism, though and thus pushed to face Caterall again in his next fight. When? When? When did he push to get this fight? He literally said, I don't want this fight. I can't make the weight. I'm moving up. And Jack can get it in blood. Y'all remember that? He basically said that, bro. He said, fuck him. I'm moving up. Don't that shit. He not worth another fight. He ain't big enough. He not a name. That's what he said, bro. That's what he said. He didn't want to do this. And he didn't give a fuck, D-Man. He didn't give a fuck about us pushing it on him either. Because he said he was going up to fight Bud and Earl. Remember? He's like, can't make the weight. I'm going up to fight bigger fights. I'm not fighting Jack. He didn't give a fuck about us pushing it on him. You know what I mean? But now they trying to pretend as if he wanted this fight. And I know what you're saying, D-Man. We put that pressure on his ass, but he didn't even give a fuck about us putting the pressure on him. He was still about to do what he was going to do. The real reason, bro, having this fight right now, D-Man, is because he don't really got a choice. He don't got that many options. Because he one of the UK guys, they got to stay over there in the UK. He can't bring Bud and Earl over there. He can't get fights outside of the UK no more. He know Jack Caterall is in a position where Jack Caterall got to go over there and he got to go fight him because he with Probellum and Probellum don't have a network. So the Probellum fighters pretty much fight wherever they go. Probellum just back them and get them advisory and they keep them afloat until they get their fights and shit. You know what I mean? That's what Probellum is. It's kind of like the PBC. Be real with y'all. Probellum. But anyway, I digress. But that's what they are. You know what I mean? So he know Jack Caterall will travel to the UK to get that fight. He know he the A side right now. You know what I mean? He know that he can't leave the UK. So he got to get the fights that he could get. So Jack Caterall is the biggest fight that he could get, that he could give the guy to come to the UK, no problem. Part of the reason why, you know, your boy Chris Eubank, you know what I mean, want to fight, you know, Conor Ben now, too. Because he can't leave the UK either. Oops, I just spilled some beans, didn't it? My bad. I wasn't supposed to say that. This ain't got nothing to do with Chris Eubank, man. But I digress. You know what I mean? Bob Arum's top rank is planning the stage Taylor and Caterall rematch November 26th at the OVO Hydro. You know what I mean? So the Taylor Caterall rematch is expected to be streamed on ESPN Plus in the United States. Sky Sports first televised Taylor Caterall clash in the UK and Ireland, but it wasn't clear as of Monday in the 12-round rematch will air live on Sky Sports or headline Sky Sports box office pay-per-view. So they pushing this fight as if Josh Taylor is the one that wanted to make this fight happen again. You know what I mean? They pushing as if Josh Taylor is the one who seeked out, you know, Jack Caterall to make this fight happen again. When we all know Jack Caterall, you know, never lost and he wanted to run it back, you know what I mean, from day one. And Josh Taylor the one that had other plans. So he said, you know what I mean? But I digress. Is that Taylor will get his opportunity in 4 months to atone his subpar performance against Caterall, a fellow Southpaw, who feel he did more than enough to take Josh Taylor's titles almost 5 months ago. Taylor contemplated moving up to 147 for his next bout, but the formerly fully unified 140-pound champ wants the chance to prove his superiority over Caterall before he jumps up 7 pounds. So now all of a sudden, right, he just want to prove to the world that, and I knew they was gonna do this. Now all of a sudden he just want to prove to the world that he really beat Jack Caterall and that he the best guy at 140 and all that shit. When we was asking him for a D-man, right? What's good, Curtis Swell? Appreciate you sliding through this, John Curtis. Glad you can make it, pimp. Glad you can make it. Y'all do your boy a favor. Y'all jab that like button for your boy when you roll on in. Whether you're here for a good time or a long time, if y'all could smash that like button for your boy. Greatly appreciate it. Greatly appreciate it. But yeah, so I already see what they doing here. They trying to set the stage as if Josh Taylor is the one, you know what I mean, who seek after this fight. They trying to make it seem as if Josh Taylor, you know, is the great champ that has a point to prove to the world on why he's the best and that, you know, he really beat Jack Caterall and all that bullshit they be wanting to sell us. But what Southern T is telling you over here that Josh Taylor is fighting this motherfucking fight right now because he basically ain't got no goddamn choice. He ain't got no motherfucking choice. You know what I mean? Because he go to 147, the fight he think he go get Bud Crawford. Bud Crawford ain't going over there, to the motherfucking UK to fight you. You know what I mean? He ain't going over there because he A side. A side. You know what I mean? None of our fighters necessarily going over there because you ain't nothing at 147. You know what I mean? Them folks not going over there to fight you. You know what I mean? Type deal. Jack Caterall, because he really beat you, because we did say that, hey, but that man beat you, need to fight him again. Because of that aspect of it, people are watching it, people are about it. You know what I mean? So you trying to cash out on the people. You're not fighting this fight because the people want you to. You trying to cash out on the people. You know what I mean? Right now, because you have no choice but to. At first, you was trying to cash out with Bud. You know what I mean? Make that fight. Now you trying to cash in. Now you trying to cash in on this fight because you know that these fights in America, you probably ain't gonna be able to lead that motherfucker to make. You limited right now. You and a lot of UK guys limited right now. My guy on commentary just said, something said something that was over a lot of people's head. I said it, but I'm sure it went over a lot of people's head. A lot of these UK fighters, whether it's MMA or boxing, you're gonna start to see a lot of these guys fighting fights only over there on their side of the pond in their country, in they in their regions and shit, because they can't leave these places no more. They can't go nowhere because they tied up in their MTK shit. It's a reason that certain MMA guys now with Dana White only fight over in the UK. You know what I mean? It's a reason. A lot of them like that, because they managed by certain people that deal with certain things, and now they might be caught up in certain shit that they had no clue about, and they actually may be clean of it. But if the money, if they took any kind of money, from him to do anything extra, that's the shit that they looking for. They looking to make sure everything is on the up and up, and it could take some time, type deal. You know what I mean? And I think that's the real reason. And I spoke on it earlier, back full circle. That's the real reason Earl and Bud ain't happening. You know what I mean? Because that shit may actually take some time. You know what I mean? So understand that this shit with DK and this shit real. A lot of these people can't move. And if you pay attention, you can see it. If you open your eyes, you can pay attention. Savannah Marshall can't come over here, so Clarissa Shields had to go over there. You know what I mean? Plenty of UK guys, plenty of MMA UK guys all of a sudden can only fight in the UK. That's why we getting all these early ass UK cards and shit. Y'all notice that? I be up every morning talking about, hey, yeah, UFC started 11, y'all. UFC started 11. Y'all know why? Because a lot of these guys can't come over here no more. Because they deal with MTK. You know what I mean? It ain't just boxing. This is a real thing, bro. 1,100 people. We didn't say 1,100 boxers. We say 1,100 people caught up in this, and some of your favorite boxers, some of your favorite MMA people. You know what I mean? This shit is real, bro. And Josh Taylor is just the people who rooted from over there, the people who rooted from the UK and shit like that. A lot of them been familiar with Della Killingham for years. He ain't just getting on the scene. People been knowing who that is over there for a long time. That's just like, people over here not knowing who the fuck Don King is. It's people who won't even watch boxing no more, never watch boxing a day in their life, don't even care about boxing, know who the fuck Don King is. You know what I mean? Because he bigger than boxing. You know what I mean? If you don't know shit, you know who Mike Tyson is, and you know the dude that was with Mike Tyson, Don King. You know what I mean? So they've been knowing who he is for a long time. I'm fucking 31 years old. I went around when Don King was running around making all these big fights and all that shit. But I sure know who in the fuck he is. You know what I mean? I know what I heard. I heard the myths and the legends about him. So I know what I'm getting myself into, right? If Don King coming to me. I know, whether he is that or he ain't that. I didn't heard about it. You know what I mean? So, these guys know what they be getting themselves into. Now it's up to them, rather. Now, Bud situation is a little different. This is how. There you go, Southern T, you taking up for Bud. Now, but really, let me tell you why, though. This Bud situation is different because he wasn't directly dealing with MTK Global. He was dealing with GSE Global. Now, whether he knew that was the same thing or not, I don't know. But he was dealing with a different, uh, he was dealing with a different company. He was dealing with a disguise company, right? His company didn't run straight up through Danny Killingham. So he got it. So he got the alibi where, bro, I didn't even know these folks was was tied to that. You know what I mean? I don't that one got shit to do with me, nigga. I just wanted the advisor to help me sign with somebody, help me find somebody to sign to. Little Crispy. Little Crispy, can you do your boy a favor, Little Crispy? Hit that like button. Every time I touch this motherfucking black cherry gelato, it do something to me, dog. Shit, I just found this shit back up. My bad. Little Chris, do your boy a favor, Little Chris. Hit that like button and subscribe to the channel for your boy. Great, Lord, appreciate it. Shout out to my guy, Little Crispy. Appreciate you sliding through this, Little Crispy. Do your boy a favor. Hit that like button, subscribe to the channel. We in this thing, having us a good boxing conversation. I'm getting into the breakdown of the breakdown. What's good, Crush? My bad, Crush. I ain't even say nothing to you when you came in. All right, man. He's an hey man. Who the fuck is this? He's a nigga. I looked your name up. That man trying to cut. I know, Brody. I know. I don't know who that is. I ain't even saying his name over here. You know what I mean? But yeah, I'm finna get back to what I was talking about though. Shout out my guy Lil Chris. Hey, subscribe to the channel for your boy Lil Chris. But yeah, yeah, it's a reason, man. It's a reason, like, a lot of these guys, gotta have their fights, you know what I mean, over there on their side. You know what I mean? So this fight right here, I'm glad we get, because I feel like it's supposed to been happen. I feel like it was a bigger fight. You know what I mean? I feel like it was a bigger fight back then, right when this shit happened. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? It ain't it ain't like it ain't like goddamn, you know, he gave this to us when we was asking for it. It was a bigger fight, back then than it is right now. The lusting kind of died, the luster kind of died down a little bit now. It's gonna come back up a lot now because as it get closer, we gonna remember the robbery and all that shit. But imagine if I had a went down right after the fact. That would have been a huge fight. It would have been a goddamn, you know what I mean, pay-per-view fight. Most definitely would have been a pay-per-view fight. You know what I mean? If it would have happened right after. But now you didn't let it die down a little bit, and you didn't lost two belts. What's good, Skills? You didn't let it die down, and you didn't lost two belts. Now all of a sudden you want to just prove you the best. You want to leave no doubt all of a sudden. But at first it was Jack Caterall ain't big enough. You know what I mean? I'm finna move up. I'm on the big and better things. I can't make the weight no more. It's hard for me to make the weight. But now all of a sudden y'all want to sell to us that, he want to prove he the best and all that shit. I love you too, Skill. Now all of a sudden y'all want to tell us he want to prove he the best and shit, and he want to prove his skills, prove his self to the world. Now that nigga don't want to prove himself to the world. What I'm talking about, is more closer to the truth than what y'all talking about because he had a chance already to do all that shit y'all talking about, and the shit I'm talking about is something that he just found out about. You know what I mean? That's something he just found out about. Now he got to run the plan. Now he got to run the plan B. He got to divert because oh shit, now I can't move like I need to. I can't go over there and get them American fights and all this shit. Yeah, I'm saying with Top Rank, but y'all knows how Jack Caterall. I mean, y'all knows how Josh Taylor was fighting over here at first, and now all of a sudden he back fighting in the UK again too. Josh Taylor. Anybody else peep that? Y'all noticed that he back. He was fighting over here at first. Now he back over there fighting in the UK. A lot of these guys, a lot of these, if you just pay attention, like you just pay attention, you can answer a lot of these shit yourself. A lot of this stuff, y'all already know the answers to. A lot of this stuff right in your face if you pay attention to. If you really been paying attention, bro, you can see this shit. I've been saying for a minute, a lot of it, I've been saying a lot of y'all favorite fighters go get caught up in this shit. A lot of y'all favorite fighters, y'all was hearing me, but y'all weren't hearing me. You know what I mean? Y'all was hearing me, but y'all weren't hearing me. Savannah Marshall, Tyson Fury, Josh Taylor, possibly Bud Crawford. You know what I mean? Uh, Regis Progress. You know what I mean? We just started seeing bro. We just started seeing bro make all these fucking trips. We just started Chris Eubank. We just started seeing bro make all these goddamn trips and shit to Dubai out of nowhere. Y'all think those are coincidence and shit? How many years was he flying out there and shit like that at first? I'm talking about Bud right now. How many years was Bud flying out there to Dubai and all that shit at first? He wasn't. He wasn't. You know what I mean? He started this shit. He started this shit not too long ago once he got away towards close to the end of his shit with Bob. You know what I mean? He started doing that shit. Bob Arum even said one time, well, I can't tell Bud Crawford nothing. I can't tell Bud Crawford nothing. You know what I mean? I can't tell him nothing. Type deal. If I ain't mistaken, he said I can't tell him nothing. Uh, he dealing with I think he said he dealing with Kelleher or some shit. I know Espinoza said he dealing with Kelleher, but I think Bob this was months ago. That's why I can't really remember exactly what Bob said. But he said I can't tell him nothing. He dealing with Daniel or some shit like that. He said Taylor versus Bud Crawford looking to be more realistic now. But I said, yeah, I'm telling y'all, yeah, in the UK. I mean, that's gonna be the play. They gonna wait until Earl, they gonna try to wait Earl out right until it's mandatory. And then they gonna say Earl Spence the Bud because he finds somebody else. Huh? They gonna say, they gonna say Earl Spence wait. They gonna say Earl Spence duck Bud because he finds somebody else, which is gonna be a mandatory. Earl Spence been waiting with nothing to do, this whole time waiting on Bud. They go wait it out, let Earl get a mandatory, and then they go, set up. They gonna try to set up, Josh Taylor and Bud over there in the UK. You know what I mean? They very well could be the end game. They might have to be the end game in order for them to make some money and keep their money inside house. And by inside house, I mean MTK. Daniel Killer and keep their shit inside house. You know what I mean? And what I'm saying, like, if I don't know, I don't know, I don't know, I don't know whether it's, well, actually, I do know what it is. I know exactly what's holding up the fight in this Bud Crawford. I don't know exactly what's the reason that he feel, but I know that he the reason. You know what I mean? The reason that I think is because all this shit going on with DK. That's what I think. The reason that I think is because all this shit going on with DK.
Yeah, it could be multiple other things too, man. I don't know what it is, T, but I'm giving it a rest, bro. It's really
Yeah.
super. It's mega overkill, ladies and gentlemen. It really is. It's sad because this fight should have took place. It's really sad. It's sad. Um, it's a slap in the face on the boxing fans, also because some of us had gotten to a point in our mental about the situation that they fucking around with us.
Uh-huh.
I don't like to get fucked that way. All right. So, like I said before, it's a big soap opera with a little bit of drama to it. I don't know. I'm tired of the finger pointing. Who's doing what they supposed to do? Who's not doing what they supposed to do? Um, we all know what it is. It's a shame, bro. I can't even speak on it no more. I don't even like to break break down what happened between the both of them because there's nothing here yet. You know what I mean? And it seems the closer it seems like it's going to happen, then you have some other things that's stalling it, possibly pushing it back further. So it's a shame. You know what I mean? And I'm kind of it's kind of heartbreaking for me to be honest with you. And I can't go for that like the Hall and Notes song. So until they get their
And
shit
this
together, I don't
and
give a
this,
fuck about any news about that until they get that shit together. I'm tired of the
and this and that came up indirectly because we talking about Josh Taylor. And I'm
right.
telling and I'm talking about the reason that he all of a sudden at the woodwork want to fight Jack Caterall. You know what I mean?
He
It's
ducking smoke.
is because he tied up in that DK shit too. So now,
Right.
so
Right.
now, so now he got to make fights to in the UK where people are coming to him and shit too.
Mm.
What I mean, this if you really want to do this, to prove, to give Jack Caterall a fight, you would have gave him a fight for undisputed right after when it was a bigger deal, when there was more drama around it. Now he kind of died down a little bit. Now all of a sudden you want to fight him. Now at first it was you couldn't make the weight at 140. Now you can make the weight again, huh? Now it's because you and a lot of UK guys, that was dealing with Daniel Callahan, y'all can't leave y'all country no more. Y'all can't leave from this side. So all y'all fights got to be over there now. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Josh Taylor used to fight over here. He was fighting over here for a second, and then he went back over there. You know what I mean? Because that's where his fights gonna have to be based at now. He know he the A side with Jack Caterall. He could get Jack to come back over there, so that's what he's trying to do now. At first, he wasn't giving a damn about Jack, in that fight because he thought, he could fight Bud and he could fight Earl at 147 and make some money. But he knew that would have to be over here. That the big fights for him in that weight class was over here. But now he like, well, shit, I'm probably go lose anyway because he like I'm probably go lose anyway because Jack Caterall beat me the fuck up. You know what I mean? And now I got them crashing down on the Daniel Killingham, folks and shit. I'm clearly tied to him because I'm clearly was MTK. You know what I mean? So he can't travel nowhere just yet. So the Jack Caterall fight just makes sense for him now. You know what I mean? Because he can get Jack to travel over there where he at. You know what I mean? So he just all play. I feel like that. I feel like, and now they trying to paint the picture that Josh Taylor is going to fight Jack Catterall now to prove he the best. Now, if he's gonna prove he the best, he would have fought him for undisputed. He fighting Jack Catterall now is because the move. That's the move that just make the most fucking sense. You know what I mean? Given the whole situation. Given the whole situation. And we just spoke up. Somebody had said Josh Taylor and Bud looking like it's making more sense. Yep. At first we was thinking it was gonna be under the top rank better, but now it's looking more so like it's gonna be over there in the UK under the motherfucking Daniel Killingham banner. you know what I, you know what I mean, though. But that is like something that they may be trying to, pull off. So they just trying to wait everything out. If y'all don't believe that, boxing, that there's gangsters or mob bosses involved in boxing, this shit right here should be teaching that it most definitely is. Top rank, top rank being under investigation. You know what I mean? For foul play, that's a real thing. You
Yep.
know what I mean? That's a real thing. It's the reason they so quiet about it because they don't want it to get out because Top Rank is under the Disney banner and Disney can't have that type of schmut on their name. You know what I mean? Top Rank is over there giving Disney a bad fucking name. You know what I mean? They the only little piece. It ain't even ESPN giving them a bad name. It's Top Rank piece of ESPN. Get what I'm saying? Fucking that
Right.
shit up. You know what I mean? Giving them better. They on the investigation. That's why they so quiet about it because they got too many people involved that's close to the vest. And if it come out that all these people that's so close to the vest are involved, you know what I mean? That's gonna be a bad look on them. So of course it's their best interest that people never know Tyson Fury can't come to America right now.
Yeah. Cause
Of
they
course,
on the blacklist of this shit.
exactly. Of course it's best for people, not to know that there are fighters being investigated under the top rank ESPN banner, for being double partners with ESPN and
Mm-hmm.
MTK. You know what I mean? Of course, it's best to keep on the wrap that Bob Arum is under investigation for meeting with Daniel Callahan personally.
Fucking you dumbass.
For meeting with Callahan personally for Tyson Fury fights with Deontay Wilder. You know what I mean? So yeah, those guys are in bed with them. Them top ranked people are in bed with DK, and ESPN don't want that to get out on their name. You know what I mean? So the reason that everything is back to right now, everything back to where it's the money issue. It's the money issue. It's 50-50. It's the guarantee. No, the fuck it's not. No, it's not. Because Bud already told you 60-40 wasn't a problem. Bud already told you the fight go happen. You know what I mean? It ain't got ain't that ain't it at all. Bud ain't never told you it was the guarantee. It was 50-50 or nothing. They be his team and shit. And the reason Bud ain't go see it is so we can't hold him accountable, so we can't pin nothing to him. But he gonna let his team say all that shit. You know what I mean? To keep drama going and to build excuses for him and to give his people something to say, to give his defenders something to say. But Bud could clear this shit up easily, but he's not gonna clear it up because he don't want it to be clear. Because he needed to be murky so he continue to do what he do. Y'all get what I'm saying? Is the reason he need these waters murky. He need everything unclear. Because two people could straighten this up. And Earl was good, AB. And Earl is giving you what he say from his mouth. You know what I mean? He told you what he need to say from his mouth. Bud is the one, saying, "Oh yeah, well we go work it out." Earl saying, "Man, if it don't happen, it ain't my fault." He completely told you, bro. I did my part. You know what I mean? And Bud like, "Yeah, we still working it out." So it's clearly on Bud. So that's understood at least. And then you can't say, "Well, they ain't giving them what he want." You know what I mean? It's deeper than what's being let on though. And people could believe what they want to believe. And in the end, people gonna say, "Well," they gonna say, "Well, let's just wait until it happens." But now the thing is, you can't wait. You can't just wait until it happens. There's a time frame on all this shit. You think Earl finna be just sitting around? You know what I mean? Times he can't just sit around. Eventually, they gonna start calling the mandatories and shit. You know what I
Yeah,
mean? For both sides.
right. Speaking on that real quick, T. I'm glad you said something about the mandatories because I was just thinking about that. Then I seen something about Keefe Poo has got moved to the number one slot WBC. I think. You heard anything about that?
Crush. You remember I told you that Barrios versus Thurman was a title eliminator and everybody shitted on me?
Yeah, they shitted on you. Right, you did. Yeah, I remember
Crush.
we was on the live.
You
We was
remember
talking
they
about that.
shitted on me?
Right, I remember they didn't
But
listen.
now when Keith get moved to number one, now
Yeah.
all of us, but hey, but look, I don't know shit. I don't know shit
All right, AB, I'm gonna check it out in a minute.
for sure. I don't know shit though, Crush. You know.
You damn sure did, T. All right, I'm gonna be honest. I played like I didn't know. I just wanted to come out, wanted to say it because it sounds good. And then if we tuning in, you know, a lot of us should be familiar with what has been put out, from this man's platform. He's been nickel diamonds on a lot of shit. You know what I mean? So, shout out to T. He still doing his thing with that. So look. So with that coming into fruition, so that would be two mandatories for EJ because it'd be Thurman, then the other one would be Boots, I think. Um,
Yep.
yeah,
The Booth
yeah,
number one in the WBO too.
right. Yeah. It's crazy. That's why Keefe Poo went quiet for a minute and he played a lot of us out because we thought he got quiet because he was on a standstill. So don't act like you motherfuckers wasn't on that mindset because we all got food because I was on that mindset too. And that's why I am who I am. And that's how we are who we are because we keep it real over this motherfucker. I ain't gonna act like I wasn't on. I was one of them. You could play it back. I said it. I really thought he was at a standstill, but the whole time he got quiet for a good reason, on his behalf. So see, this is the stuff that
Quick,
I'm
quick.
talking about. And then it was just talking about the other day that fuck around and time keep on passing. These mandatories is going to kick in. And then oh my goodness, you know what's going to happen, T? You know what's going to happen. Oh, see, it's his fault. His fault. He ain't nobody gonna want to hear that because it's been broken down to you up until this very point with everything T has been saying about the whole situation and Josh till all that shit ties. You know what I'm saying? Because we can't forget he was aiming to say, come on up here. Bud turned it to Keith Thurman. I want to be the welcome mat at 147. Come on up here. So look what's happening. So, hopefully people, hopefully it don't come to that point when the man does kick in. But then if they kick in, I'm gonna say EJ go kick some fucking ass. So this
So
situation,
he can't fight Bud. I want him to move up
Only one of them
Yeah,
fight.
yeah. He might well just go ahead. He might well just go ahead.
I want Earl to drop them belts and let's start the fucking party. That's what I want. If he
Start
can't
the
fight Bud,
motherfucking party.
if he can't fight Bud, I want Earl to drop the belts and start that motherfucking 3 bull party. Cause them hoes gonna be up, niggas gonna be clawing at them, and I want to see who get what.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. So I would do that. Yeah. If it comes to that, he probably already thinking that anyway. You know they thinkers over there. You know what I mean? Um, Earl and his whole team, they thinkers over there. So they probably a little ahead of us, or they just spot on with us. You know what I mean? Or we spot on with them. But it's the same if we on the same mindset. But yeah, one monkey what don't stop no show. So yeah, nigga, we can go somewhere else and let motherfuckers slip on the banana pills. You see what I'm saying? Uh, yeah, we got whatever gonna happen. I'll wait to hear about it, but I don't really like to chop it up about that.
Curtis, that part right there, Curtis.
Yeah, 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 Kurt. I read that a second ago, and then this Josh Teller situation. We know he was really trying to duck smoke people. We know. Uh, but now, like T broke it down, they don't have no choice. So
He
if
would
they
duck.
want this,
Nah, Chris, you was right too. He ducked smoke with Pulio, and he
yep,
ducked smoke with Zapata. He didn't want to
yeah,
fight them boys.
yep.
That's what it was.
Exactly.
He want to
You know
fight
what
them
time
boys.
it was. He was trying to get the fuck up out of there.
He was like, hell, no, I ain't finna fight these fucking Mando. These fuck go beat my both of them niggas. Ain't no joke. Pulio,
But you
he
know
ain't
what's
goddamn.
the crazy part, people, is this. When they try to escape one situation, they moving up into a more dangerous situation.
But
I'm
you,
like, dude, you going up to the next weight class, and that shit is heat too. That's why I understand. That's why I understand a couple people that's trying to get the fuck out of 135. You going into more danger. Well, okay, we'll see what happens. The walls is closing in. You even gonna be man enough to do what you need to do, or you get the fuck up out of there, man. Start finding these dudes, suspending them, kicking them in their calves, all type of shit. Got to get nasty with these dudes because they just do whatever, man, and everything is cool. No, it's not cool. They need some penalties and going on. This like a couple little
mhm.
fines and shit that they do. No, y'all need to set a whole new joint and stick on it because these fighters are they outrageously out of their goddamn minds right now. You know, a lot of them, and they think some of them think, but it's actually better for their career right now. It's really not. Only if they can see what is right in front of them and what's not miles ahead of them. But they'll wind up on their ass bag or not getting the bag at all. But man, yeah, that whole Rico situation, I'm gonna call
For
that
real.
that whole Rico situation, man. It's bad, and then it's damn sure at the wrong freaking time. Out of all the times that y'all could have came up with this shit, y'all come up with this shit when it's fucking up. Oh, come on, man. It was some boring spots last year and the year before. Y'all could have did that shit then.
Right.
Come on, man. The plot is in, and these two gentlemen and these teams is not even included with what I'm about to say. So they not even included. They not even guilty of what I'm about to say right now. The plot is in. And that plot is a big pot of hate. Y'all really think they want those two dudes to do this shit? Talk to me right now. Do they really want that? Yeah, of course they know how much money it would make. Let's not forget, what is this, 2022, one of the biggest years of boxing, the historical year. You know how these mother effers play, man. It's, it's beyond that. You really think they want to let this shit go down? You know they ain't trying to let nothing like that go down unless they can have something of theirs a part of it. Or if they can,
Yeah.
do it the way they want it to be done. I think about this shit in all type of weird angles because it always, most of the time, connect. Their hate isn't on this just as much as the fucking drama show. They know what the fuck they doing. Like I said, they could have been came about this situation. They waiting to now. They thought about it. Look what the fuck we been letting these motherfuckers do all year. Hold up, we got to slow shit down. And then this fight here. Oh, this. No, we gonna have to stall this out if anything. We gotta do something. This will be the biggest fight probably of this era. Or one of the biggest of this era. And we've been getting some great things this year. And this is a part of that greatness. Oh man. They ain't trying to inject us with that right away. You know, no, come back. You gotta let that wear off. Come back later. We like, no. It says that this is safe enough to get it back to back. Shoot me with it, motherfucker. And you know it. Nothing's gonna happen. It's not gonna be no bad side effects, you know. Actually, it might be good for us right now. It's good for us. We need it. That's why we out our minds. We playing Inspector Gadget. We breaking it down. We doing things. People talking what they talking. They throwing shit at each other like it's fucking a monkey war or some shit. Because of the situation. They know what they doing. And they like, you know what? I think with this little thing we just doing here, we might can be able to push them over to next year. They do not want this to be a part of what the fuck already took place this year. People think about it. Yeah. I'll be thinking all type of ways. I know some of y'all think I'm weird. But I do. Oh, let's not forget. Hold up. Oh, no. We got Clarissa and Savannah coming up. At least we got 1 hour in here. But not enough. Go on, people. The hate is in there on top of, the stagnation shit. So it's like double the damn whammy. Like, you may not agree with me. It's just my opinion overall. It's always something that's connected to something. Always. Necessarily don't stop in a certain spot. And we talk about one of the most corrupted sports. Look at what's going on. Come on, man. They are purposely, systematically do not want this fight to happen in this year. They want that shit not to be a part of everything else of 2022, the historical year of boxing. If this fight winds up happening next year, I just gave you the motherfucking reason. Fuck everything else. I think that's more of a reason than everything else. I think it's more essential. It's more detrimental to the situation. I think deep, people. I drown in this shit. I really do. If this fight do not happen to you, the whole TWT fam and everybody in the chat, if this fight does not take place this year, what I just expressed to y'all, that what I feel I'm not saying is correct, but I'm saying, God damn it, I might be more on the good side of being right than fucking wrong. But if I'm wrong, good, because I want it to happen. But people, if it does not happen this year, remember what this segment brought to y'all. This is how I feel, T.
It ain't Tito Dunners. It ain't got nothing to do with that. It ain't got nothing to do with that, Tito Dunners. I'm really, bro. I'm sick of talking about it because I'm sick of saying the same thing. People telling me that I'm crazy about shit that I be saying that still they be coming true months and months and shit later. Bro, it ain't the 50-50. It ain't got nothing to do with none of that, though.
Tito, was you just listening, bro? Was you just listening? Bro, We TT set this shit up for us to break this shit down, bro. We just explained to you what's going on. That is just what you call the front line of
That's
it.
the cover up. Yeah, that's
That's
the
the
cover
cover
up.
up. But what's really behind, you got to pull layers
You
back.
see,
That's what we do over here.
you
We
see
pull.
how that talk dated down for a second. You see how that money talk dated down for a second. Now all of a sudden they back pushing in full force. Nah, man, ain't got nothing to do with the money. Oh, he want 50-50. He want blah, blah, blah. Bud already said out his own mouth. 60-40 never been the problem. There never been the problem. I'm not ducking Earl. Earl not ducking me. We talk on the phone. He already said this was up. Now when you ask him, is we still got to work out this and that. You know what I mean? Type deal. The reason nobody really knows what's going on, not really, not yet. I ain't getting on this. I ain't coming down on them. Quick. No, I don't think he trolling. I don't know. I don't think he trolling. I ain't coming down on him. I'm just saying it's deeper than it ain't the money. Just peep. Just I be trying to make kind of make y'all think for y'all own. Just like for a few months, that money shit had died down. Then you stop hearing that anybody was ducking for a minute. Then it got quiet around this motherfucker. Right after Ugas got into a fight, it got real quiet. Right at first, it was I ain't signing nothing until Earl name on the contract. Then Earl beat Ugas, which I really feel like Bud thought Earl maybe was going to lose. I feel like a lot of people thought that Ugas was going to beat Earl. I really think people thought that. I really felt like they believe when I saw Sean Porter versus Earl and I saw Ugas versus Sean Porter. Ugas beat Sean Porter, and I feel like Sean Porter beat Earl. I really feel like some people feel like this is why I lost friends and shit on that fight. You know what I mean? That's why I feel like I lost a lot of people. I lost a lot lost a lot of people after that fight. So I really felt like people thought, yeah, I know you ain't trolling, bro. I know you ain't trolling. I really feel like people felt like, Ugas was the guy to beat Earl. And once Earl did what he did to him, I think that opened a lot of eyes. You know what I mean? I think that opened a whole lot of eyes. You know what I mean? So now we didn't hit a point. We didn't hit a point where it's now he got to fight him. You know what I mean? He beat Ugas, who beat Bud in the amateurs. He beat Dana, who beat Bud in the amateurs. You know what I mean? Kell Brook. Was it Kell Brook? Somebody else. I don't know if it was Kell Brook, but he's been set up. He's been set up. He's really been trained. You know what I'm saying? To beat Bud Crawford in the sense. If you really think about it, everybody that beat Bud in the amateurs, Earl Spence got to win over them in the pros. No cap. No cap. He's been trained, you know what I mean, for this moment. You know what I mean? That's why this fight got to happen. It's so important type shit. And at this point, I'm really starting to believe that it's not going to happen. Really, I am starting to believe that it's not going to happen. I'm really starting to believe that this fight probably ain't going to happen. You know what I mean? Because it's just starting to look more and more like, and I know why. Y'all do your boy a favor. Y'all smash that like button for your boy when you roll on in. Whether you're here for a good time or a long time, you could smash that like button for your boy when you roll on in. I'm really starting to believe that it's not going to happen now. Whether, whatever reason you want to feel like it's not going to happen, whether you feel like it's Earl fault, whether you feel like it's Bud fault, you know what I mean? Whether you feel like Earl scared, whether you feel like Bud scared, whether you feel like it's because Bud tied up, you know what I mean, in that Daddy Callahan shit. You know what I mean? Whatever reason you feel like, the fight ain't going to happen, I'm starting to feel like that, the fight ain't going to happen. And the thing that I need everybody to understand what's good, Carl. Appreciate you sliding through this joint. I am, man. I am, Carl. Shout out my guy, Carl Hansen, sliding through. Appreciate you sliding through. Yeah, I'm chilling. I'm stretched out. I'm literally laid down. I'm like laid down, right? I'm laying on my back. I'm talking like up in the air to y'all. Like y'all like the laptop behind me. And I'm like talking up in the air type shit to y'all. I'm turned over now because I'm reading your comment card. But yeah, I'm like laying down up in there. But yeah, it's hold on. But yeah, it's like damn, what the fuck was I saying? Yeah, for whatever reason you feel like that the fight ain't gonna happen, right? It's Bud fault in the end. You know what I mean? You can't sit here and logically tell me, right? that Earl is the reason if this fight don't happen that he the reason. You know what I mean? When now you even if you saying well they ain't paid Bud enough, right? That mean that Bud didn't, Bud didn't accept the money. I mean, he felt like he wasn't getting enough, so it was his fault. You know what I mean? It ain't Earl fault. Earl name on the contract. They tried to make it, right? So it's Bud fault because Bud didn't feel like they pay him enough. Just like it's Bud fault the Manny Pacquiao fight didn't happen. For whatever reason you feel like that it ain't, it's still that man's fault. You know what I mean? It's looking like I made a certainty on this. It's starting to look like the Manny Pacquiao situation all over again. And then it really is because now I'm sensing that they coming out real strong with this. The guarantee ain't there. I want 50-50. They real strong with this shit now. You know what I mean? So I feel like the move is being ran to not fight Earl at fucking all. I feel like that what them guys was doing at the Hall of Fame shit. I feel like that's what Team Bud them is going pressing hard with now. That was real quiet. And now they coming back with 50-50, 50-50. Now they back to the same shit. Nah, we ain't going back in circles like that. This shit either finna happen or it ain't. I don't want to hear that shit, bro. It ain't no nah, nigga. Terrence already said out his own mouth. Terrence already said out his own mouth. It ain't 60-40. That ain't the problem. That was never the problem. He said, why would Bud not want to join PBC? If he beats Spence, he can get the Charlo fight at 54. I don't know what's the hold up. He needs to bet on himself. I don't think it's not that Bud afraid either, Tito. I don't. It's not that he afraid. I don't think it's because he afraid. I just think right now he can't do it. I don't think. I don't think they want to. Ain't nobody trying to get caught up in that Rico case. Ain't nobody trying to get caught up in that Dan Killihan shit. You know what I mean? Like that's a real thing. A lot of them fighters they got to see. They got to see what's going on. You know what I mean? They got to see what's up. They got to see, how that shit go play out. A lot of them can't go back and forth. You know what I mean? It don't make sense not to sign with the PBC. I feel like he should have did that as soon as his fight was over with Sean Porter. Tito, it don't make sense not to sign with the PBC. That I wholeheartedly agree with you with. That I wholeheartedly agree with you with. It makes zero sense not for him not to sign with the PBC. But he didn't. He didn't for whatever reason. And my thing is, at this point, they offering him deals, and he ain't even got to be signed with them. You know what I mean? So that ain't even a problem. He don't got to even sign with the PBC. You know what I mean? But the thing is that what Earl say, you got to take something. Earl talking to y'all, man. He talking to us. He telling us what's going on without telling us what's going on. He ain't harping on the shit. He ain't harping on the shit. He ain't constantly beating it down here, but he telling you what's going on. Earl go say that shit. He go say that shit one time, and he don't feel like he got to repeat himself. And that's what kind of nigga he is. He said it though. You got to take something. He said, I give you my shirt. I ain't giving you my jacket and my shirt. You know what I mean? He said, I've been, but I ain't gonna break. You got to take something. Now, I was just playing about 70-30. I was just playing 60-40. Is what I think. But we could work it out. You know what I mean? And then here go the killing part. Here go the killing part. This the killing part, right? Yeah, it's 11 people in here. Yeah, I can speak that real. I might be finna twist me up another. Have baby twist me up another real quick. Let me speak that. You know what, y'all like. You know what, I ain't. You know what, I ain't gonna do it. I ain't gonna do it. I ain't gonna do it. Hello. I'm finna make a phone call real quick, see if I can say this real quick. Hold on. Yeah, yeah. I ain't gonna say too much, but I say this. I say this every time, every time, every time a question was directed at Earl answered that John directly. He answered it firmly. You know what I mean? He might have only said it once. He ain't said 1,000 times. His team went out here repeating it 1,000 times. He said what he said. And now tell me the shit that Earl was saying ain't been coming into fruition. You know what I mean? The shit that one person been saying, right? Let's go fight for fight. One person said he won't Keith Thurman and Manny Pacquiao. One person said I wanted one person said I wanted Sean Porter and Manny Pacquiao. Ugas. We'll say Ugas. Because he said he wanted Ugas after Ugas got the belt from Manny Pacquiao, right? So one person said I wanted actually no, I use Manny Pacquiao. One person said I wanted Manny Pacquiao and Keith Thurman. The other person said I wanted Sean Porter and Manny Pacquiao, right? So did Bud Crawford fight Manny Pacquiao? No. Did Bud Crawford fight Keith Thurman? No. Did Errol Spence fight uh Sean Porter? Yes, he did fight Sean Porter. Y'all say he took the easy route. So it's understood that he fought Sean Porter, right? Boom. Did Earl fight Manny Pacquiao? No. But guess what's the silver lining? Was Errol Spence signed on the dotted line to fight Manny Pacquiao? Did they do a press conference? Was they going to fight less than 2 weeks away before Earl eye got diagnosed as a torn retina? You goddamn right. You goddamn right he was, right? So yes, he was about to fight Manny. That man has done everything he said he was gonna do. Now, when he got hurt, he said, damn, man to be Ugas. Good job, Ugas. Now I want to fight too. Now you got something I want. Now did he fight Ugas? Yes, he did fight Ugas. He most definitely did fight Ugas. Everything that man said, and this what I was about to spill the beans, but I can say this though. Listen, when he said, and guess what else he said that came true? Guess what else he said that came true? After I get these, after I get this third strap, we go see you holding up the division. That's the part nobody don't want to speak on. That part right there. That's the part. What's the hold up right now? What's the hold up right now? Is it Earl Spence? I need Earl Spence to be a little more vocal on that tip. I need him to be a little, but he trying to cater to Bud feelings and shit. Earl too nice. Earl too nice. Now it ain't everything, Curtis. See, that's what Bud want us to think. It's everything that's holding up the division. No, it's not. It's simple. It's not everything. It's one person. It's literally one person. It's not everything. It's one person. The same thing holding up the welterweight division. Goddamn it, was the same thing holding up. The same thing holding up Earl and Bud was the same thing holding up Manny Pacquiao and Bud. And I'm gonna let y'all figure it out. Same thing holding up Earl and Bud, the same thing that held up Manny Pacquiao and Bud. I'm gonna let y'all figure it out. Okay, so in the contract, it's deja vu all over again. Y'all think I don't see the play? I see the play. I'm just preparing y'all for the play before the play happen. You know what I mean? I'm just preparing y'all for the play before the play happen. It's the same thing. I'm saying the same thing. It's the same shit. The money ain't there. It's guarantee. I need a high guarantee, 50-50. They making an issue out of everything, bro. Just not a fight that they want. It's not a fight that they're confident in. One side is okay with the fight never happening. One side has already said, well, Bud don't got to fight Earl. Bud already in the Hall of Fame. Well, Bud don't got it. One side, even the Hall of Famers, they already making way for Bud having not to fight him. Well, Bud don't need him. Bud don't need him. Bud don't got to fight him. Bud already. Well, it's true. All right, so we don't gotta. So we just might as well not have good fights at all. You know what I mean? Since all you gotta do is meet bare minimum and make Hall of Fame, I thought the goal was to put on good fight. I didn't think the goal was to make the fucking Hall of Fame. I thought the Hall of Fame was a byproduct. But maybe I'm wrong. Shit, am I wrong? I thought the Hall of Fame was a byproduct of fighting the best fighters, of fighting the best fights. Shit, though, what I thought. Niggas is out here trying to literally out here fighting to meet the requirements to make the Hall of Fame. Well, if I beat this many champions, I get that many divisions. You know what I mean? I can beat this scrub, that scrub. As long as I'm starting to feel like this nigga went out here and he had the fucking Hall of Fame book in his hand. You know what I mean? Just doing bare minimum to get his ass in the fame. Matter of fact, if that's the only thing that fucking matter, if that's the only thing that matter, what's good, Skywalker? Oh, I was saying Earl did everything.
I'm on my lunch break, bro. I just want to pop in, bro. Say what's up to you, man, and hope you're doing better, bro.
Yeah, I'm chilling, man. I'm chilling. I'm on my medicines. Talking shit. I ain't gonna be. I'm gonna do about another 30. I might get off in a second actually, but I'm gonna do about another 30 at the most.
Yeah, bro. Just recover, bro. Take care of yourself, man, and yeah, man. If you need anything, hit us up, brother. And I know you're a beast, bro. Strong dude, man. I'm glad you're doing better, bro. I had you in my prayers, man.
Thank you, man. I needed them too. I needed them too.
Yeah, man. What do you think about the fights this weekend, man? You got Danny Garcia or Jose Benavidez?
I'm gonna do a prediction probably in the morning. Like I did a one video early this morning. I did this one. That's probably what I'm gonna do for me,
Right.
just like 2 a day. I'm gonna do my my predictions for the fight this week. I'm gonna do Danny and Jose, and then I'm gonna do the undercards real quick too.
Right. The undercard's fire too, man. Got Gary Antoine Russell, man.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
Derevchenko's on that undercard, and so is Adam Kalnak.
Yeah,
Or
pretty nice little function. Pretty nice little function you got going on.
Yeah, it's like a 6-fight card. It's not too bad.
Yeah. I'm gonna get more.
They got a fight. They got fights on the Zone on Thursday. Fundora sisters fighting.
Yeah.
And then Angulo and Ramirez. I think that's the main event. Yeah.
I ain't know that.
Yeah, Thursday, bro. Yeah, there's a fight card on. And I like it, bro, when they do a card like that on a weekday, bro, when there ain't shit on TV, bro. And it gives you something to bet on, too, for Thursday.
Yeah.
Maybe you could hit something on Thursday.
Yeah, they ain't put them up yet, though, so I'm glad you see. I'm about to go check it out and see.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm over here at this hospital, bro. We're about a weekend, man. It's a lot of damn windows, bro.
Yeah. How many you got left? Well, how much I done?
We done more than half of it. We're like the last, let's say 30% of it. We've done about 70% of it. We got about a week left on it. Yeah. That's my homeboy Anthony. Say what's up, man. That's T right here.
What's good, man?
Yeah, we're just chilling, bro. A little lunch break, bro. Yeah, I seen you pop on live yesterday, bro, and I was so happy to see you, bro. You made my day better. Seeing you back at it, bro, and doing good, man. And had you in my prayers. Boy, homie.
My dad told me to go yesterday. I wasn't gonna go. And then I was like, fuck it, I'm gonna go. And then I was laying down. I was sitting there. I was just laying down watching TV. I was like, man, I could do a show.
Yeah, why not, man? Fuck it. You know what I mean? Especially you get talking on them painkillers or
yeah. I'm drugged up now.
Hell yeah.
I get it. I get excited when I talk about the boxing. Well, yeah, I'm drugged up now though.
Now Friday I got Tim Witherspoon Jr. coming on my show. I'm trying to invite all my TWT members because he has a podcast. It's called Young Black Suburban. His father's Tim Witherspoon Sr., the 2-time champion that trained with Muhammad Ali, heavyweight.
Yeah.
But he does a lot of he interviews young black entrepreneurs. You know what I'm saying? And he does a lot of activism as far as basically on highlighting people in the game that are African American. You know what I mean? Doing big things and I wanted to show him you guys, bro, and you know what I mean? And it'll be pretty tight. I'm gonna have Just Do on. I'm gonna have a few other brothers on, but yeah, he's a good brother, man.
Bro, I'm slide through that, Chuck.
Yeah, that'll be Friday. And then I got Nonito and Rachel, bro. She was talking to me yesterday. She's giving us an intro, bro. She said she has to put makeup on and get all pretty for it. So.
Bet.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Nice, T. I'm glad you're back at it, brother, and you're with us.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah. I'm gonna do about two a day probably for a
hell
minute.
yeah, bro. Yeah, just keep up with the content, bro. There's
Yeah,
fucking haters
yeah.
out there too already, man.
Yeah, one thing that don't stop was good. Was good, Fizz. One thing that don't stop, man, is these bills. That
Right,
shit don't stop. And I do get, paid off YouTube. And I'm just starting to get to where my junk halfway decent. So I
right.
just keep that junk trucking. Yep.
Yeah,
But I
well, I
don't do,
spoke.
I don't do. That's the beauty of this job though. I don't got to do nothing but talk.
Right, exactly, man.
All I gotta do is talk, man.
Right, be yourself, and that's all it takes, man.
Yep.
Yeah, man.
Figure that is. Yeah, well, I'm in here talking about Josh Taylor. Josh Taylor and Jack Caterall, they looking to make it November 26th at the OVO uh, arena
Okay.
in the UK. You know what I mean? I'm just, November 26th, right? But I'm like, why all of a sudden? That's what I was in here talking about. But it's like, why we ended up talking about Earl and Bud, indirectly, you know what I mean?
Right,
Because I feel like Josh Taylor, a lot of reasons why he fighting this fight now got to do with Daniel Killingham too. You know what I
right,
mean? Because he can't come back over here either. He was
right.
signing he was signing MTK Global as well. So he got
Is he
to
gonna fight Caterall at 140 though?
yep, he gonna fight him at 140. But at first he was saying, it was hard for him to make 140. So that's why he didn't want to fight at 140.
Right,
It was hard for him to make the weight. But now all of a sudden, you this hero now, right? You want to prove you the best in the world. You go give him his shot that he deserved. Now, because you was giving him the shot that he deserved, you would have fought him for the undisputed,
right,
like he beat you for the first time.
right.
Y'all fought for undisputed the first time. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's
And
some bullshit, huh? That's
right,
some
and then,
bullshit.
now you want to give him your shot after you didn't drop two belts. And
Right.
now I'm bringing in question why you dropped two belts. I'm the conspiracy guy, but shit, let's talk about it.
I
Why
heard,
did
I
you
heard
drop?
he's dropping all of them, bro. I heard that he was. I know the WBA, WBC, but he's gonna drop the WBO and IBF.
Now he go drop him after he fight Caterall. But at first, right, he said he didn't want to fight Caterall because he about to drop all the belts. But that's not true because he about to fight Caterall again, and he still got the belt. So he didn't drop all the belts. You said you want to go fight him because it was hard for you to make the weight. But now why did you drop the belts is the question. You dropped the belts because you ain't want to fight your mandatories.
Right.
You dropped the belts because you was ready to duck that smoke. You was trying to put it out there that you want to fight him. You was moving up because you didn't want people to feel like you was scared of Julio or you were scared of Jose Zepeda because they your mandatories in WBA and WBC. So you
Right.
dropped belts. And now you realize that you ain't even got no big fights at 147 no more because your biggest fights at 147s are Americans, which
Right.
which are not going to the UK to fight you because you're not the A side, unless one of the Americans doing business with the same person you doing business with, and then you're killing him, and y'all might be setting up a Josh Taylor Bud Crawford fight under the table because both
Right.
of them may be doing business with Daniel Killingham. But I could be saying too much right now, so I'm just not, I'm just not even going there. But what I'm saying is, don't be surprised, man. I've been saying this for a minute. Real, a lot of our favorite fighters gonna come up on this list. Now,
Right.
what I'm saying is, I feel like the plan is they gonna wait Earl Spence out until he got to fight somebody else until the mandatory is called. Then they gonna say Earl Spence is ducking Bud, and then Bud gonna end up not fighting Earl. Bud gonna end up fighting somebody else,
Right.
which probably gonna be Josh Taylor.
Josh Taylor
Bud,
and Bud. Yeah.
Bud may actually fight Josh Taylor in the UK if Bud could travel over there. We know Josh Taylor can't get over here. I think
Right.
that will be the time we see if Bud is involved or not when he try to travel over there.
Right.
You know what I mean? So the Josh Taylor and Bud thing could be something that they trying to, what I mean, work
Yeah.
out. So looking more and more time goes on, it's getting tighter and tighter for Earl and Bud happening this year.
Oh
It's
yeah. Hey, I'm gonna let you go, T. I'm gonna get back after lunch. But
For
cool,
sure.
man. Nice chopping it up with you guys. Later, man.
It's getting tighter and tighter on Bud and Earl happening this year. What's good, Derek? Appreciate you sliding through this, John Derek. Teach, Gabe. Y'all do your boy a favor. Y'all smash that like button for your boy when you roll on in, whether you're here for a good time or a long time. If you could, do your boy a favor. Jack Caterall and Josh Taylor set to fight November 26th. They ain't set to fight. They're looking to make the fight, per Bob Arum. You know what I mean? They're looking to make the fight for November, 26th. That's the word going down. I'm in here giving my piece, you know what I mean, on the whole situation and everything. And I think, a lot of he said from the UK, my US guy 70. Appreciate you, man. Appreciate you there. He said, salute to you, how you doing? Salute to Crush, Skywalker. So Josh fighting Caterall, yeah. They setting it up for November 26th. Yep. They setting it up for November 26th. Yep, 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 yep. But hell yeah, I'm in this thing, just shooting the shit. You know what I mean? Just giving y'all my whole synopsis on it all. You had to been here the whole time to really catch everything that that I've been talking about. We damn near 2 hours in right now, but it's been to give you like a summary real quick. Oh, I feel like just it all come back full circle. I end up talking about Earl and Bud because it all come back full circle because it all involved the same people when you asking me, right? So we got Jack Caterall and Josh Taylor looking to fight uh November 26th, right? Why all of a sudden, he wanted to fight Jack Caterall now when he said at first he was leaving the division because it was hard for him to make the weight. He wanted to fight Jack Caterall now because he wanted to duck Albert Pulio and he wanted to duck motherfucking Williams and Pater. You know what I mean? So he wanted to get away from those fights, but still he wanted to get away from those fights. So he said, you know what, fuck it, I might as well go on up and fight Bud or Earl. If I gotta fight one of those guys and take a loss, I might as well go and take a high profile loss at the high division, right? So I'd rather fight Bud and Earl. Then all this Daniel Killahan, you know what I mean, shit start going on. Everybody know that Josh Taylor was signed to MTK Global, right? So we ain't got to do no investigation as far as that one go, right? We all know he was already signed to him. You know what I mean? So as all this shit started to hit the fan, he realized that damn, I may not. First of all, I can't beat Earl or fucking Bud. Jack Caterall taught me that, which is why I was ready to move up to cash out anyway. You know what I mean? I can't beat one of them because I can't beat fucking Jack Caterall, right? So now I may not be able to fight them because they got this Rico shit going on. I might have to stay in my country. So he like, well, fuck it. I could get Jack Caterall back over here. I don't want to fight Pulio, and I don't want to fight Pulio and I don't want to fight Zapata anyway. So I'm just finna say, that I'm going up. Now I know I can't really go up because I can't beat Earl of Bud because I can't beat Jack Caterall, right? I know I can't beat Zapata and Pulio, right? So my best chance is to fight Jack Caterall, who I think that I got the best chance to get. So my best chance is to fight him over here in the UK. You know what I mean? They got everybody cracking down. They got their Rico case cracking down. Everybody cracking down on Killer Hand folks. A lot of them people can't come back over here. MMA fighters and boxers alike can't come back over here. You know what I mean? So it just make more sense for Josh Taylor to go and get him an ASAP fight where he know Jack Caterall will travel to where he at. That's the biggest fight he could make, where somebody would travel to him. You know what I mean? It's the biggest thing that he can make right now on his side. He said support the channel by hitting. Oh yeah, shout out my guy there. He's I have no idea how the second fight with Caterall will go. Caterall did make it look easy like Devin Haney and Cambosis. Now Josh Taylor was supposed to make it look easy. You know what I mean? I feel like Josh Taylor got, exposed just a little bit in that fight. You know what I mean? But I think the only reason that he taking this fight is because he ain't really got too many more options. You know what I mean? The window closing in on him. You know what I mean? And it's full circle with the Bud Crawford situation because Josh Taylor is one of the names, one of the 1,100 names, involved in the MTK Global in Danny Killihan situation. So he limited right now. So Jack Caterall make the most sense for him right now. You know what I mean? He could be an A side in this fight. He'll be the A side in this fight. He could make the fight happen in the UK. You know what I mean? It'd be easier for him to make than any other fight. You know what I mean? And I say, and this is how Bud Crawford and them tied into all this.
because Bud Crawford was tied to the GSE Global people. That's the hold up for the Errol Spence and Bud Crawford fight. If you ask me, at least just what I'm being told, that's the hold up for that fight. You know what I mean? So now I'm feeling like that shit, that fight may not even happen. You know what I mean? I feel like that shit, one party may be trying to wait Earl Spence out, wait for them to call a mandatory. So when Earl Spence have to fight a mandatory, they can move on and say, well, we tried to fight. Uh, they could move on and say, well, we tried to make the fight, but look, Earl Spence finna fight somebody else now. So we about to fight somebody else now. So we about to fight somebody else now. So uh So we about to move on. And if he move on to Josh Taylor, then I know something up. If he move on to fight Josh Taylor next, let's say some kind of way he don't make the Earl Spence fight, and Earl Spence either fight somebody or he move up and wait or something like that, and Bud Crawford fight Josh Taylor next in the UK because Josh Taylor can't come over here. I know something. And Lord behold, motherfucker, we find out Bud Crawford can't even travel out the country because his shit on hold, his visa on hold,
Damn.
or
Wow.
what's or whatever like that around that time. You know what I mean? That'll be a whole different story. You know what I mean? He said if it's not Bud, it's Keith. You know what I mean? For whatever reason, I feel like they trying to wait on Earl Spence, to sign to fight somebody else. Then they gonna say he ducking so they can move on and fight Josh Taylor because it's gonna be an in-house fight. Which means it'll be an in-house fight. It's gonna be an MTK Global in-house fight with Bud and Josh Taylor. That's what's gonna happen, bro. I could already see it, and I need people not to say because Earl Mandatory may get called first, right? And Bob Arum is a part of the plan too. You know what I mean? Because he got the WBO belt, and we already know him and Callahan will do business together because Bob Arum is under investigation for me with Daniel Callahan. Also, that part, motherfucker. You know what I mean? So they better be careful because Bob may be about to fuck everybody because Bob known for snitching anyway. You know what I mean? So they may need to be now for real, Chris.
No, I know, T, but I had to laugh at that fact though. I had to, man.
Like for real. So everybody need to realize what's going on. Your best bet should have been to fuck with the PBC anyway. You know what I mean? Because there's a reason that they get out of business with them. Y'all think that they should just fell apart for no reason? No, they fell apart because it was a conflict of interest on sides. One team wanted to do it one way, and the other team wanted to do it another way. You know what I mean? So they separated. And as you can see, now that they separated, you know, not saying that Bob ain't still doing a good job because Bob is an entity and been an entity for a long ass time. You know what I mean? That shit ain't going to change. But guess what? This new side over here, who they've been saying been going out of business since they started, ain't went out of business yet. And it seems that they making all the big fights and they keep pulling money out of their ass from somewhere for them to be so broke and shit. You know what I mean? So truth of the matter, what's good, Tay Tay? We just sliding through. Appreciate your sliding through. I ain't finna be here too much longer, about another 15 or something like that. But I'm glad y'all good folks come back. I don't know, 15 might turn into 2 15s, but I'm planning to be here. But I didn't plan her to be here 2 hours. I planned her to be here one. You know what I mean? But I appreciate y'all folks sliding through this. John, if y'all could do your boy a favor, Josh Taylor and Jack Caterall will be fighting November 26th per Bob Arum. That's what they trying to do right now. If you just getting in, so you don't think I'm clickbaiting and shit. I'm just, at this point, just telling you how we got here and where we going. You know what I mean? How we got here and where we going, type deal. But yeah, Josh Taylor and Jack Caterall, November 26th is the likely day for that. Says Bob Arum. What's good, Demetrius Bright? Appreciate you sliding through this joint. Appreciate you sliding through. Shout out my guy Tay Tay. Glad y'all can make it. Glad y'all can make it. But I'm just sitting here, just thinking to myself, having a conversation. I almost said too much earlier. You know what I mean? But I feel like I said enough. I feel like I didn't get my point good in the cross. Uh, you know what I mean? And this really was just, to let y'all know that I'm gonna go back and change the date to the exact date too, to the 26th after I finish it. You know what I mean? So people can see I'm gonna change. But yeah, November 26th. You know what I mean? And now this ain't Josh Taylor, trying to be no superhero and trying to right his wrongs and get the people what we want because he want to prove that he the best and all that. This ain't nothing of that. What this is right here is this him making the best, making the best of a bad situation. He know that he ain't even gonna be able to leave the goddamn UK in a minute. You know what I mean? So this is just his way. You know what I mean? This is just his way of trying to get the biggest check possible before they freeze his motherfucking shit. Nah, for real. This is just his way of him trying to get the highest earning he can get possible because he'll be the A side for this fight, right? You know what I mean? He not going up to 147 anymore because he really know that he can't win at 147. True enough. Jack Caterall showed him that he can't win at 147, right? Because the ass whooping that Jack put on him. You know what I mean? He didn't want to fight Jack right after. You know what I mean? Because he was like, damn. He was like, he didn't want to fight Jack right after because he didn't want to get in there, you know what I mean, with Jack again. And then he realized, well, damn, I got a WBA mandatory, I got a WBC mandatory with Pooty Owens and Pater. I don't want to fight them either. So he's like, yeah, you know what? I'm moving up. I ain't fighting Jack again because I'm moving up. It's hard for me to make the weight. So he was like, okay, so when they strip me for them two belts, I don't look too bad. And now I'll fight Jack again because shit, I know I can't go fight in America no more because I can't, flat revoke my passport because I fuck with DK. I'll be able to get Jack Caterall to come to America. To come to the UK, no problem. You know what I mean? I'll be able to get him to come over here, no problem, because I'm the A side and he gonna take whatever the fuck I give him. Because one, he fight for Pro Bellum. Pro Bellum don't have, a network. So they mostly go fight wherever, they mostly wait for you to send contracts and they accept them. Do the guys on Pro Bellum. You know what I mean? So he got him. He A side with Jack Caterall. So that's really the biggest fight, the biggest winnable fight that he can make for himself right now. And Jack Caterall beat him once. But where's the ladder to Jack Caterall? Earl Spence or Bud or somebody at 147, which they probably go beat your ass. Now the play now is, I'm gonna fight Jack Caterall, then move up to 147, which he may do. And I think that he's trying to snake this Bud Crawford fight. You know what I mean? I think they trying to set this Bud Crawford fight up for it. And I'm gonna keep saying this. I think I'm gonna do a certain T on this, call it in-house fight. For this in-house fight with him and Josh Taylor with with Killer. So I think they could be setting up for that shit. You know what I mean? That's what they, because a lot of shit ain't making sense right now. You know what I mean? So it's think outside the box time. You leave people to speculate when you don't be direct with people. And Bud and his team, ain't direct with people. You know what I mean? All we can do is speculate. You telling us it's the money, but I'm pretty sure you about to go make another fight, right? If this fight fall through, you know what I'm saying? If this fight fall through and Bud retire, then he was never gonna make this motherfucking fight because he was gonna retire. But if this fight fall through, right, and Bud go fight somebody else, then shit, you ain't finna get the same money you about to get fighting earlier. You know what I mean? So are you just saying you cool with fighting? You cool with fighting lesser competition for lesser money, right? But you won't sacrifice to make the biggest fight and get the people to fight that they want. But you will fight a lesser guy for lesser money. You know what I mean? And you're not even getting as much money as you would if you would be fighting Earl. You know what I'm saying? While you making all this, the fight you making this a whole big deal about. You know what I mean? Whatever fight you fight next, you gonna be getting less than what you would make to fight Earl. So my thing is, if it's really the money, then you got to make it make sense. You got to make this fight work. If it's really the money, right? I would think if money really the issue, you would have to make this fight work because this is gonna be your biggest bag. 50-50, you ain't gonna get 50-50 with them other people, and your 50-50 ain't gonna be as much as your 50-50 that be with her. And if you get more than 50-50, your more than 50-50 ain't gonna be as much as 50% of what you would get with her. No matter how you want to slice it, my guy. Short of you, even you fighting Josh Taylor in the UK, you know what I mean? You have to do that 50-50. Fuck you talking about? Because y'all both undisputed. You know what I mean? You're not getting 20 million for Josh Taylor either. Undisputed versus undisputed. You're not getting 20 million for him either. Why you trying to fight the last 140? Why you trying to fight the last 140 undisputed champ? Undisputed versus undisputed for Daniel Killingham in the UK and shit. I'm starting to believe either Brad, bro. I'm starting to believe Brad guilty now, for real. Cause what the fuck else? What other the fuck is the reason? You know what I mean? I mean, he just starting to believe he nervous and he can't. He ain't trying to move right now because he knows something or what? What's the fucking problem? Like, yeah, what's the fucking deal, man? But Josh Taylor and Jack Caterall, you know what I mean? They will be fighting November 26th. At least that's what Bob Arum say at the OVO Center in Hosglow. You know what they said in Hosglow, OVO Center, the same place it was at last time, if I'm not mistaken. You know what I mean? November 26th. I remember there was a time when Josh Taylor said that, nah, I don't want to fight Jack Caterall. Jack Caterall ain't on my level. And he said Jack Caterall ain't on my level. And he said that I got bigger fish to fry than Jack Caterall, and that um what the fuck he's like, I got bigger fish to fry. Jack Caterall ain't on my level, and he don't gain nothing from fighting Jack Caterall. But now all of a sudden he fighting Jack Caterall again. And again, my thing was the fight was much bigger back then, right when it first went down, and it was heavy. You know what I mean on the duck. You know what I mean? Everybody was saying it was heavy. It was a bigger thing. Everybody was saying, oh, Jack Caterall got robbed. Josh Taylor should fight him again. When it was a bigger deal, you said, fuck that, you didn't want to fight him. But now you want to fight him, and now they pushing you now these articles and shit that you fighting him because, you want to prove that you're the best and you want to shut all the doubters up and all that shit. No, you fighting him now because it's more convenient for you with everything that's going on. It's more convenient to fight Jack Caterall now because he go take B side, so you get more money. He'll come to the UK because you can't leave the UK. You know what I mean? And it just make it's a more winnable fight than the latter. You thought you was gonna be able to walk through a guy like Jack Caterall, go up to 147, challenge the champion, and be done with it. But Jack Caterall talked that you're not even ready to leave 148 just yet. So now you got to fight Jack Caterall again. You know what I mean? More so to prove it to yourself now, because now you're in a shitty situation because everything that's going on, and you got to prove if you even ready for the bullfight that they trying to slick set up for you while they waiting out early. You know what I mean? See, my thing was I thought this fight was gonna be a top rank Josh Taylor, but now this fight gonna be in the UK. This gonna be a DK production. You feel me? That's what's going on. I see what's going on. I see the play. I see the increased trips to overseas and shit. You know what I mean? I'm starting to believe that Erlenbud may not happen. I'm really starting to believe because I feel like that these guys got other plans. You know what I mean? A fight like that magnitude could happen over there, overseas. You know what I mean? Because they don't give a fuck about, DK being the mob boss. He been doing business over there. DK probably the only nigga with guns over there. You know what I mean? He got everybody scared. They still care how they fight. They still how their fights go down. Josh Parker still having fights over there. You know what I mean? We know he banned. He got locked up in everything for trafficking. MTK Global Fighter. MTK Global Fighter. You know what I mean? So, man, my bad. Is it T? How you doing now, bro? I'm good. I'm good, Mr. Pats. I'm finna get up off here in 3 minutes. I'm just letting this thing go on over to 2 hours. I'm giving my rundown, before I slide on up out of here. Just giving my rundown before I slide on up out of here. You know what I mean? But Yeah, man. I'm just, I just be thinking, what I mean, on a different level. But service level, right? Service level. Jack Caterall and Josh Taylor fighting November 26th. Says Bob Arum. You know what I mean? Weird timing. You know what I mean? Deserves it. He deserves it, but he deserves a shot at undisputed more so than unified. Right now, Josh Taylor just trying to prove it to himself. Before he move on with the next, so he can move on with the next part of his career. You know what I mean? He taking this fight more so to prove it to himself, more so than to prove, to the people or to give Jack Caterall a shot that he deserves or shit like that. He doing this more so to prove to himself. You know what I mean? Type shit. He may be getting ready to throw this fight and cash out and retire. Fuck is y'all talking about? May want to start thinking about that too. Cause I'm noticing the pattern. You know what I mean? Chris Eubank may be doing the same thing. These MTK guys ain't fooling me, dog. What's good, A1? A1, I'm finna get the fuck up out of here, man. I'm finna get the fuck up out of here, A1. I'm finna slide down out of here. Somebody go be on. It's 2 p.m. Duke might slide one in. Crush, Yoda. Nah, Yoda finna go to work, man. Man, I finna get up out of here, A1. I ain't gonna be on 3 and 4 hours like I would. I wasn't supposed to be on 2. You know what I mean? I think I did pretty good. I was gonna do 1 at the most. For sure, Pimp. Appreciate you sliding through this, John A1. But yeah, Josh Taylor and Jack Caterall, November 26th. You know what I mean? It's per Bob Arum. Be on the lookout for it. Skin Highway 17. This ain't the past, this ain't the future, but just the present. That's how we rocking. And I'm out. Look. Wait, let me look at that joint here too. Okay, dude.